Hey everybody, happy afternoon. My name is Kelly Brown and I am going to talk to you a little bit today about something I hear pretty often when I'm talking to people about coaching. A lot of times they'll say, well, I'm not any good at sales, or I don't want to be that icky salesperson that goes to the PTO meeting and everyone doesn't kind of looks the other way thinking, oh my gosh, is she going to approach me again? I just want to tell you that I totally get it. When I first decided to pursue coaching, honestly, it was not for the business opportunity. I was more inspired by the community and the discount to help me save. And my biggest excuse and fear was, I don't want to be a seller of things. I'm not a good salesperson. I can't sell things, all those things. I don't want to be icky. I don't want to turn people away. And honestly, I think that's normal because we don't want to make people uncomfortable. We don't want to use people. So if you have those concerns, that's actually a good thing. It means that you want to have a purpose-driven business, or whatever it is that you're pursuing, you want something more. So what I want to share with you a little bit today about myself and my journey and what I've learned is to put at ease that fear that you might be having if you're considering coaching. So a little bit about myself. I've been a coach for 4 years, and my journey started right about, I guess my fifth child, so I have a lot of kids, was about to turn 1, and I was stuck. I was stuck in a really bad spot. I looked in the mirror, I didn't like what I saw, I felt uncomfortable in my skin. My marriage was stressful, my mothering was stressful, and it wasn't because I had a lot of kids. It was because I had a lot of doubt in myself. And I was following my coach on social media, watching her journey, and I was inspired. So I reached out to her and asked her if I could hop in one of these groups and try this whole thing out. And the first couple times she had, mentioned to me Shakeology and these other things. I said, no, I wasn't ready. I didn't know her. She didn't really know me as well. And so there was a lack of relationship, but she continued to share her story on social media. I continued to follow because I was stuck and I knew I needed something different. And so eventually, when it came the point in time and I committed to that challenge group that I did with her, it was because I was ready for the change and I was ready for the tools that she had offered to me for when I was ready. She never blew me off. She never pushed me away. She never said, see you later, or here's this woman again asking me. She was patient and waited. And what the amazing part is, I drank Shakeology. I loved it. The way it helped me with my fibromyalgia and my IBS and other body issues I had, cut my cravings. I had energy. Those were amazing things. I was working out for the first time every day. I was in a community, in a challenge group, surrounded by positive people. Things were changing. And I just, found something more than what I even knew I was looking for. And that happened because of her patience with my process. And so what I want to tell you is that's what the beauty is of this business. When I first signed up as a coach, it was the beginning of a 90-day challenge because our budget was tight and I wanted to save on my Shakeology. I had no interest in the business side of things, mostly because of my own insecurities. At the end of that 90 days, I felt so good on the inside. I lost the last bit of my baby weight. I lost so many inches. I felt good in my skin, but I noticed other things were changing. And I wanted to share that with other people. So even though I was nervous and even though I had these, I don't want to sell people, I also had a desire to help people that was greater than that fear. So what did I do? I tapped into our community. You heard earlier from other coaches, and Stacy, she was talking about what is a coach? And you heard even before that from Stephanie about how the business is structured. We're a family. So when I wanted to dig into business, I could reach out to our team and say, I want to talk to people, but I don't know how to do it, and I don't want to come off salesy. We've all gotten those messages and emails, and we don't want to do that to people. But when we experience something great, we want to pass it on. We don't want to hold someone else's future captive in our mouth. And so I started to learn basic relationship skills, how to talk to people, how to ask the right questions, how to duct tape my mouth and listen to understand, not just listen for what I needed. And what happened is it trickled into my family life. It trickled into my marriage. It trickled into my parenting. And so what was amazing to me was that I was able, through pursuing a purpose-driven business, because I discovered the purpose I had, hey Sarah, in myself experience, and I wanted to offer that to others, that when I went to go meet people and share with them what I was doing, it wasn't for $1. It wasn't. It was driven by the hope that I wanted to pay forward, and people saw that, which meant that I had patience with people on their journey. I had to learn that it wasn't on my time, it's on other people's time. And so what I love about this business opportunity is, yes, we do sell things. We have so many things that are available to meet people where they're at. It's not like a one-stop shop. We are literally a people and purpose-driven business that says you're a unique individual, and I want to get to know you well enough that I can plug you into the tools you need for your goals, the community and support you need to get you there, and cater that to that person. There's a great book called The Go-Giver, and it talks about how the more we give to other people without expecting anything in return, the more our lives are blessed because there's no strings attached to our service. I think all of us have had a negative experience in sales. Maybe we worked in retail in the past where you had to push like credit card memberships to people. When I was in high school, I remember that was like my job, working in, a clothing store. Or maybe you've had negative experiences in the past where people have pushed things on you and it was like about them reaching their goals. That's not what this is about. That's not what our team teaches. It's more than that. As a company, we have fitness and nutrition tools, we have community and support, we have the financial opportunity of the business. Not everyone's going to partake in everything. So what we do is we literally get to know the person. And what's amazing is we're called to sell to people a greater understanding of the value of who they are. That's really what we're selling. Like, we're selling the opportunity for them to learn they're worth it. And that happens by serving them where they are and giving them those tools. It's not to convince, it's not to push or pressure, or it's to serve. Which, what I love is our company doesn't give us like a quota we have to fill every month or else we're gonna be pushed out. I've never felt pressured from my coach or my team. Everything is based on my goals, and my goals are very much based on how many people's lives I wanna reach out to and make an impact on. I never once felt like my coach pushed Shakeology down my throat, but I'm thankful she also continued to boldly share her journey because it inspired me in mine. This is a business after all, so we do have goals and we do have things that we do to help earn money. But what I love about this business is your level of success is honestly equal to the number of lives that you're changing. It's about the time you are willing to commit to getting to know people, to meeting where they're at, to connecting them to the tools that they have and supporting them in their journey. It's not just a multi-level marketing. I love that our CEO said a couple of summits ago that it's a multi-level helping company. If you look all the way up, every piece of this company is about meeting us where we're at, providing us the right tools. It's done with integrity. If you look at how Shakeology is made, or if you watch any of the videos of the trainers who've developed the programs, their heart is in it. It's not just pushing something out there to make a buck. And that is why it's so important for you to realize that all of us have this opportunity to make that impact on people who are struggling like we've struggled. And I love how Stacy said, you don't have to be a finished product. It's been 4 years for me. I'm about to give birth to my 7th kid, any minute probably. And what I've learned in the process is through serving other people now, 4 years later, I'm not even the same person I was 4 years ago. I've changed and grown and healed, which you can't even put a dollar sign on. But I've also financially been able to help my family and watch other people create financial or transformation success. And yes, it was through products that they purchased, but even more so, that relationship that we built, which is priceless. When people ask me what I do, I don't tell them I sell Shakeology. I tell them I help the Kellys that were for me 4 years ago, the ones that were stuck thinking that if they lost the last 7 pounds of their baby weight, they'd be happy. And my hope is to invite them into an opportunity, get them the tools to help them so that they can experience not only the loss of the baby weight, the muscle mass that they want to build or whatever, the strength they want to gain, but that they can look in the mirror and see their worth. It's purpose driven. And so I want to challenge you to think outside the box with that a little bit. I would rather connect people to community and tools and the things that can help them grow even deeper in their life And that makes me not uncomfortable when I'm offering people and I have to tell them the cost of things, because if they're truly ready to invest in themselves, I want to invest myself back in supporting them with the right tools. I think it's really important to realize that the only way to make an impact in this business is the ripple effect that happens by us realizing that we each have a unique place. We're all different. So for me, sharing my journey as a mom with all these kids, it's going to be different than you sharing yours. So you have a unique calling of a certain person that you're going to help. And that is why I love when people say, I hate sales, because honestly, the sales part is like the least favorite, but connecting them to get that aha moment where they realize, oh my gosh, I'm worthy. Oh, my husband told me I was beautiful and I believed him. Oh, my daughter and I got along the other day and I wasn't like struggling with anxiety all day because I took the time to work out in the morning. Those are the moments where I'm like priceless. So yes, I put the tools in their hand. I walk with them through it. And then I get to watch a transformation that's so much bigger than a scale. That's priceless. So if you have the worry, that's good. It means your heart struggles because you want to make sure that you have your purpose and your focus in the right place. I felt the same way. And what you can be assured of is in this community, you will be taught how to build relationships. You will be taught how to talk to people, how to love them and honor them and meet them where they're at. And your goals will always align with your virtue, your value, what you see as important. And it's a community effort that we do it. So don't be afraid of sales. Be afraid of icky sales. But I love just the thought of selling on someone, like selling someone to buy into the value of who they are through giving them the tools that we have, which is fitness, supplements, nutritional, my goodness, they even just came out with something for kids. The right workout to meet them where they're at, the community. We have faith-based groups, retreats, leadership retreats, and then the business opportunity for people that want more, which is why you're here. So thanks so much for taking the time. If you have any questions, just post them below and I'll be popping in and out. I think you'll find as you tap into these, different videos today, our lives have been deeply enriched by this. I wouldn't have expected it, What drew me in was wanting the outside fixed. What's kept me here is the continual healing I have on the inside and the gift it is to be a part of other people's gifts and transformations along the way, and knowing I don't have to do it by myself. All the tools are here for us. There's that quote that says, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And that's what this really is about. Amen, Kessa. You guys have an awesome afternoon. Take care.